Hello everyone and welcome to the Week 14 edition of Instant Replay, where I give you my take on the controversial calls of the weekend. I'm Simon Borg. We start in Toronto, where there was debate about whether Zach McMath deserved a straight red for his shove on Danielle Henry, who fouled the Union keeper. Toronto coach Ryan Nelson called it a virtual assault, but a simple push is not a red card, and I think referee Jeff Gamble did well to handle this one with yellow cards to both players. Now, Henry received a second caution card later in the first half for this foul on Philly's Danny Cruz. And there's no doubt about this one. Nelson claimed the more experienced ref would have given Henry a simple talking to. Come on, it's a late tackle from behind. My only issue with the referee here is that it took him 1 minute and 17 seconds to show the card after whistling for the foul. I understand you want to tend to the injured player for a bit, but allow that much time to pass and the official may come across as indecisive and potentially influenced by the protests. But back to McMath for a moment. Look at the color of his jersey, a real dark orange, which is way too close to the Toronto red. I was surprised he wasn't asked to change jerseys during the match or at halftime. Also on Saturday night in Columbus, there's no doubt about the crew penalty kick in the 69th minute. Houston's Andrew Driver clearly clips rookie right back Chad Barson. Good call by referee Alan Chapman. Referee Jorge Gonzalez did well not to call 2 PKs in the Red Bulls Whitecaps match. The first play involved Thierry Henry in the 25th minute. Not enough there for a foul. And 5 minutes later, it was Fabian Espindola. Although Andy O'Brien has an arm on Espindola, it doesn't cause him to fall. Espindola simply lunges for the ball and comes up way short. More questionable was Gonzalez's decision to issue a second yellow to New York's Jamison Olave for this foul on Kenny Miller. The Scotsman immediately calls for the card, and Olave doesn't protest, but this seemed like a harsh one to me. Come on, it's a little kick. Moving to Rio Tinto Stadium, where I think there could have been 2 red cards issued to RSL players. First, in the 77th minute, Abdoulaye Monsali makes this reckless tackle on Steven Lenhard. To me, this one endangers the safety of his opponent. Look how high the leg is. What's also interesting about this one is that Silviu Petrescu is quick with the whistle and doesn't play the advantage. You remember 2 weeks ago, it was Petrescu who also didn't allow for the advantage to the Galaxy on this play in New York. But back to Salt Lake City, where Petrescu also had a big decision to make in the 85th minute. I think RSL forward Olmes Garcia cocks his elbow and keeps it cocked right into the face of San Jose's Steven Beitashour. This could have easily been a straight red. The most debated red of the weekend was probably the one issued by Ricardo Salazar on Seattle's Obafemi Martins. First, let's watch this in real time so you can listen to when Salazar whistles for the foul.
Martins trying to win the ball back.
You hear that Salazar has whistled twice, and Martins completely disregards the signal. Instead, he follows through on Gabe Farfan with a kick to the back of the head. That's a great call by Salazar. The red shown to Montreal's Alessandro Nesta will likely be looked at again. Not that Nesta didn't deserve it. He clearly headbutt Sporting's Claudio Bieler. But look at what Bieler did to instigate Nesta. While the Italian is on the ground, Bieler kicks out at him, seems to make contact with his chest. We'll see what the disciplinary committee has to say about this one. Nesta and Bieler were going at it all night at Sporting Park. It was the defender's tug on Bieler that led to this penalty kick just before halftime. Interesting here, although Bieler's feet are outside the box, the tug and pull down is happening along the border of the penalty area. The line is part of the penalty box, and that makes this one a PK. And in my opinion, Sporting should have had another one called late in this match. Montreal's Andres Romero may get a piece of the ball, but he clearly takes down Seth Sinovic in the process. That's a PK to me, but Armando Villarreal doesn't call it. Referee Ismael Elfa does well not to call a PK for Colorado in the closing stages of the Rapids match against FC Dallas. While there is the optical illusion that Dallas defender Matt Hedges may have touched the ball with his hand, this angle clearly shows that didn't happen. Another was it or wasn't it? This one in New England. It's the 77th minute, and Jassy Zardes, in my opinion, is fouled twice. But the whistle from Fotis Bazakos comes only after the second foul by Andrew Farrell inside the box. But Bazakos spots the ball where the first foul occurred, outside the box. I think he should have acknowledged the second foul and pointed to the spot for the Galaxy. And we end with the sequence that led to New England's second goal. LA coach Bruce Arena says Bazakos made a big mistake on this one, but I disagree. You see how Landon Donovan clearly fouls Farrell on the sideline, and although the assistant referee signals a throw-in for the Galaxy, the referee clearly points to a free kick for New England. But don't tell me that this caught LA by surprise. Look at Robbie Rogers and Marcelo Sarvas protesting with Bazakos. Credit New England for taking it quickly and capitalizing. Even Donovan admitted that the team's, quote, response at that point should be better. That's all we have for this week. See you next time.